Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, looking to pass. On the move, he fires. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side
I'm
of the
doing
field,
like that.
that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one in the game in that situation.
Yeah, that's good initial, bro. Yeah, hold your feet, baby.
Yeah, and the running back didn't do much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically.
Do that shit one more time, boy. Hey,
Picked up 2
celebrate.
yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Real. Let's talk about it.
Let's see what they've got on second
Ain't
down.
no way.
The give to the right.
Uh-oh.
Creates a little space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Got into that hole.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
We would have been
We'll
walking
take
in
a
that
quick break
week.
as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive
I
took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Voodoo shit. That ain't gonna help me now.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position.
See what I'm talking about? That hoodoo shit. What I just say?
Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score.
Now how the fuck did I predict it? You tell me. That's years of playing your sneaky ass.
Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
I was waiting on it.
So much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space.
That's why I just made this speech. Told my motherfucking team what it was gonna be. Yeah, just turned on the toe there.
Put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Like I was telling you, I'm shaking my head. I need to do something on defense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
Wow. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna roll up. go first, though.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he just dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass hits. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Really pissed me off, dude.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own
like
end. Last time
today.
David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
You hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
To throw, it's Green. Looking left. Got his man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10.
Put that bitch together now, V.
Looking to move it through the air. Moving away from pressure. Ball is loose.
Look at that.
The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Appreciate you. I know. I see. Nigga got caught in the
Just a
turf.
few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
Rookie, man.
So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show.
I put that bitch in the spot where you could not touch it.
And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same
A
page.
3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. At the 45 on its way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll go to the ground. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Can't do hitting on any type of way.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
I'm better than that.
Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Wells. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. Scanning the field, it's Dart. They're trying to get to it. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, and now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right.
Traffic when got it. Just asking for a frame.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Damn, I tried to snap that bitch while he was over the line.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D-line and create a pile and stuff them on 1st down and 2nd down. They go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
On the run, it's Jackson. Can't get him to the ground. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bentley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Something special.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Feeling some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Dart. Got his man quickly. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
He's got to take the inside away from him. Shoestring.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got a right route. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If he give me
You
inside.
love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close
If
to
you
field
give
goal
me
range, you're
anything,
seeing them start to
that's
stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays
promise.
don't matter anymore. yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Barry. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket.
He
kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying
to
find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, we've been calling this nigga name for another at least about 30, 40 minutes.
They'll try the left side. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
Touchdown,
Rebels! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points there, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is top.
And I think that's the difficulty being a player. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Green. Buys a little time. It's complete on the right side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll pull it down. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting down.
Below the whole fucking half foot, just to YouTube.
Going downhill, attacking it, and getting the big tackle.
That's how I blow the whole damn half
Got some
foot,
work to
just
do on
YouTube.
2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got out of trouble and throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires left. Snags it. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneaks off as he gets it across the goal line.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
Really gonna put my stuff in. I feel you.
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. Wants to throw. It's Green. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout is called with just a single second left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. To the air on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football where both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh yeah, good fucking game.